Well, that didn't go as planned. I have this dresser that was chosen for my inventory for customization. It had been abandoned in a barn for many years, so it had all kinds of defects and peeling veneer. I had to do some repairs on top with Bondo, so I knew I couldn't just stain it. So the plan is to paint the body and then create a faux wood look on top. So this type of dresser is the poster child for bleed through, so that's why I was using that cover stain primer. I went with regular primer, and I'm sanding the primer with this sponge. Going to make everything nice and smooth. I'm just prepping the top. I'm using this is a base layer. It's called Hybrid Beige from Evolution by Farmhouse. And I thought this was going to be my base layer for the faux finish. I thought it was too yellow, so now I'm changing it to tan. This is a custom tan color that I made. I'm going to use the Java Glaze and Salmon Stain in Castle Stone. I mixed them 4-to-1, and it created this really cool brown color with gray undertones. She wanted something with some gray in it. And I'm just using a poly brush to put it on there. I like the inconsistencies, and it makes it look more like natural wood. And I thought, I nailed it. This is perfect. And about 8 hours later, I decided to go ahead and do poly. The poly, this isn't poly, this is General Finishes High Performance Flat Top Coat. For some reason, my glaze must not have been completely dry even after 8 hours, and it started reactivating everything. And so instead of putting top coat on, it was actually lifting the color of the glaze off. You can see I'm working this area trying now to blend it because it has lifted off a lot of the glaze, and it's just not working. So I pivoted at this point, and now I'm just creating streaks everywhere to try to get it to blend. I spent so much time on this, just trying now to not have these big bald spots in the middle, and blending. I've got some other areas that just really lightened up, so I just kept blending in spots that were darker, and if I just dragged my brush across it, it made it lighter. So this is how it was, very streaky. I thought it was a little too harsh now for the dresser, so I mixed some Dixie Belle Au Natural in with that same stain and just went over the top of it again. And it created this super cool gray wash over the top. I know it was a total disaster for a minute, but sometimes disasters create the most cool things. You just never know. So I went in, that was a coat of my top coat again. It didn't lift any stain or do anything, so I think I'm all good. I'm just sanding, using some water to dust in between. Another coat of top coat. I did 4 layers of top coat, and the finish stayed just like it was supposed to. So here's where we are now. What do you think? Total disaster or perfect? I love it.